Quick question before we jump into the update video. Is it normal to sleep around 19 hours? Because I did end up falling asleep at around 10 PM last night, and I've woken up approximately 1 hour before the update. Thankfully, it wasn't 19 hours straight, but basically all I really did was hop on my phone for like 5 minutes, and then, you know, I got some more shut-eye. But anyways, back to the update video. Right now, the update isn't released, but it is going to be releasing soon. And as of this very moment, I am pretty sure I am still on the leaderboards. Yeah, I'm top 30, which is kind of, you know, a huge fall off from our top 1 position. But hey, to be fair though, I have a feeling it's because I was kind of spending all of my time on this. Yes, that's right. We got sorcerer power up to level 34 out of 40. It's looking really cool. But anyways, let's jump into the update video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, notifications on, and also join my Discord server. And without further ado, let's go ahead and let's see if this update is going to be massive. Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure that was the first massive I've ever said of 2026. Let's go. Alright, so welcome everybody. I've just ended off my live stream, and as you all can see, a lot has been added in Update 7. Now, if we have a look at the, I guess, all the new stuff, right? We have a new zone with a bunch of new stuff like accessories, weapons, avatars, stars. But the important stuff is over here. We have a new gacha, avatar curses, which is insane by the way. I will showcase why. A new relic system, new 50% drops game pass, 1 new ascension, 1 new title, a bunch more ranks, a bunch more yen upgrades, and just so much more. Including, everyone now has this page over here. Yes, that's right, you guys can finally see exactly what kind of boosts you have. Hopefully that should be helping you out a ton, but let's move on to all of the new stuff, right? So starting off, I did go ahead and I ascended immediately on stream. I'm pretty sure it only gives, yeah, 1 extra point per level, so you know, it's not going to be an insane boost, but probably it is going to be still around like the 40% extra mastery. So yeah, highly recommend you would go to Ascension 4 as soon as possible. But apart from that though, the new relic system, right? Because I know a lot of people are confused about this. So the new relics in the dungeon, right? Well, they're actually powers. To be fair, I do kind of get why they called it relics, since they are technically relics based on like the PNGs. But to make it simpler for you all, these are a new power system that are dropped from any dungeon. Now, all of the dungeons are connected, meaning that, for example, if you go to wave 50 on you know, the easy dungeon, and then wave 50 on the medium dungeon, then on your pity, it's going to have 100 waves. So at least that is very good. But I'm pretty sure the secret pity is very high. I'm pretty sure it's still like 5k, which is, you know, a lot. I think that's around like 100 dungeons, which is like, it's so painful. Remember last time when everyone was complaining about completing 50 dungeons? Well, yeah, you're now gonna have to complete double that number in order to get a guaranteed secret, if it is 5k. Some people have been saying that it's apparently 10k, but I don't really believe them, because there's no way it's that high. Let me know down in the comments, because I can't exactly check right now, because I don't even have the mythical, so it's only gonna be showing the mythic pity. But anyways, let's move on to now the really OP stuff. First of all, we have a new gacha over here in the new world, and it does go up to 1k% extra mastery, so you know, it is like all of the other ones. However, what's really good is that you can pair this up with the new avatar curse system. Now, in order to get the new curse tokens, you need to participate in the JJK raid from the last update. And then from there, it will give you some of the new tokens, or whatever you call these, avatar curse fragments. Well, yeah, please keep in mind though, right? The mastery boost and the damage boost that it gives, it's not additive, meaning that you're not going to be getting, for example, let's say your avatar has, I don't know, maybe 1.3k% mastery boost, right? Yeah, like right now, mine is 1.34k%. It's not going to be adding 50%, it is going to be multiplying it by 50%. Meaning that if, let's say you have 20 QUI, you're now going to be getting 50% more than that, which, if my math is correct, should be around 40, I think? No, 20 QUI, 50%, that's going to be 30 QUI. And obviously, if you have 87 QUI and you do 50% of that, it's going to be going up to 120. In other words, what I'm trying to say is that if you get some of the best curses, which I believe is around 100% mastery, that is a 2 times boost. Literally, no matter where you are in the game, it will give you 2 times mastery. Yeah, that is absolutely ridiculous. Now, to go along with that, there are a few more tiny upgrades on the side you can do. For example, the yen upgrades. Once again, these are all really cheap. Like, if you have a few octillion, you can immediately max this out. Maybe even if you have only like 2 octillion. Actually, you might not even need 2 octillion because the prices never broke the septillion range. They were all like a 500 SX. So if you have maybe 20 septillion, again, you can immediately max both the mastery and both the damage out. Then from there, we also have a brand new title. Now, once again, this one isn't much stronger than the last one, you know, only an extra 100% mastery and 10% yen and damage. But still, you might as well go ahead and get it since, you know, all the top leaderboard players and whatever are going to be getting it. So get it. It's literally, even though it's only a small boost, it's still a free boost. And you're kind of going to be needing it since the game has also added 10 new rank ups. Now, right now, I am at rank 84, which is semi-decent. But to be fair though, a lot of the top leaderboard players are probably already getting close to rank 86. Yes, I know I've completely fallen off, I'm completely washed, but don't worry, I have been cooking a little bit on the side, such as, you know, getting this, level 34 out of 40. But not only that, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to be needing all of these tiny boosts, since the next secret boss is actually possible to take out. Now, before we go ahead and showcase the secret boss location, let me just double check something in the Emperor. Yeah, look over here, the Emperor has the new best mastery accessory. Before it used to be the best one, like 220%. Now it's 240%, which is, you know, 20% more. And as well as only that, these are probably the new best yen and as well luck accessories. And again, you're going to be needing all of this as soon as possible. Since even though you don't need to do a lot of grinding, you are going to want to go ahead and take out the secret boss. Because as I said, he is technically very weak at the moment, unless they buffed him recently. Let's see, so the secret location, right? You need to take a left from the Emperor, which is directly straight from spawn, head behind this building, and then this is where you'll find the TP, which will take you over here. Now, does he have more HP? No, he still only has 10 plus 33 E, which if I go ahead and, for example, put on all of my damage stuff, as you can see, his health is going to be going visually down. I might need to go ahead and quickly pop everything into damage for you to see it clearly. Yeah, there you go. If I were to get, for example, 4 or 5 times stronger, or maybe get max level, I will 100% be able to take him out and get, you know, the new best sword in the game, and as well the Kaiju Tail, which might be... no, it is not the best damage accessory in the game, but I think it's the best free-to-play one. Still though, lots of you guys are probably going to be aiming for the laser cannon sword over here. So regardless, you are going to be having to take him out a bunch of times, so by that time you'll probably end up just getting it, you know, for free. Oh yeah, we also have a new secret totem, which once we go ahead and take out the secret boss once, we will then have 275% total mastery, I think. Yeah, it's an extra 25%. Now, some other tips and tricks I do want to go ahead and point out for the video. Number 1, here is the best grinding spot for the last world. If you go ahead and place your flag over there on the medium enemies, right? And then AFK somewhere along these lines, you can get up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 enemies, and then obviously +4, which will total to 11 enemies per like second. But of course, you are going to be needing the maximum amount of range, and you are going to have to do a little bit of like tiny steps to the side, just so then you can get all of it like pixel perfect. There you go, I'm now getting all 7 enemies here, along with the 4 over there. And now look at how much XP I'm getting per kill. 288 on just the medium enemies, right? Then obviously you have to do it times 11. And also not only that, do keep in mind I have the 2 times XP game pass. But even if you don't have the game passes, this is still, I'm pretty sure, one of the best spots that you can get in the game. Because I don't think there is actually an 11 spot. There might be a 12 spot, but I don't remember really. But yeah, one more thing that I do want to point out regarding this update is going to be probably the stars over here. From what I was told, right? Apparently the new secret pets have a maximum of 3.4k%, which is around, you know, 300-400% extra mastery, which is of course pretty good. So I do highly recommend, once you do have around max luck, whether it's going to be like 100x luck or something along those lines, make sure you get all of these new pets, because even though in total it's only going to be giving like around the 20% boost, 20%, which then if you stack it up with potions and whatever, adds up, and it's going to allow you to catch up on the leaderboards. For example, right now, I am slowly, you know, falling off. I still have a long way to go. But don't worry, I am going to be grinding on the side, especially since right now there is a lot of like time lock stuff, right? Like the new dungeon powers, avatar curse system, whatever. This is all stuff that I need to AFK based on timed events. So everyone is kind of on the same pace, as long as, of course, I don't end up missing out on, you know, any important like timed events. For example, if I miss all of the insane dungeons, then obviously I'm gonna fall off even more. Just do me a favor, everybody. Make sure that you don't like push yourself too hard where, you know, you're playing the game for like 12 hours straight actively. Just make sure that maybe you are playing maybe 3 hours if you can actively, where, you know, you're joining every single dungeon, every single JJK raid. Because trust me, in the long run, it is going to be helping you out, because it's going to be giving you all the stuff that the lazy people aren't going to end up, you know, getting. Imagine this, right? A lot of people we discovered haven't even ascended yet. Like, I'm not accusing anyone, by the way. For all I know, top 1 has ascended, but it seems like at the start of the update, a lot of people didn't ascend, so then, you know, they could like skyrocket their energy gain first. But of course, since they're taking so long to ascend, us people that are, you know, grinding the levels immediately, we are going to be winning in the long run. So if you have realized that, you know, you're either A, not on the leaderboards anymore, or B, you've fallen off like me by like 40 ranks, don't worry about it. Just focus on your own grinding, and probably by the time you get to max level of the ascension, and also, you know, you start grinding other stuff like the new Gacha, you'll probably cooking like crazy. So just give it some time and wait for your own results. Apart from that though, that's really all I really have to showcase regarding this update. Apologies if this video was a little bit short. To be fair, I would have probably done a little bit more planning, but I did end up, you know, sleeping 19 hours, or let's say 18, 17 hours, just to be safe, you know, to, I guess, take into account the time that I was awake, you know, going to the bathroom, on my phone, checking my DMs and whatever. But still, 17 hours is a huge time waster. Like, no wonder I'm falling off so bad. It's fine though, I've caught up on my sleep. I needed the sleep anyways because, you know, the Christmas holidays are almost over, so I kind of took advantage of that. Hopefully you guys will be able to surpass me, get yourself in the top 10, or maybe even in the top 1 if you're really lucky. But until next time, I'm gonna continue AFKing here and, you know, getting even more of these tokens, so then, you know, I can get the brand new secret pity. Hopefully with the 50% drops Game Pass, it shouldn't take too long. So, yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace! Wow, I just ended off the recording. Like, you can literally see the timer at the bottom, right, and compared to like 10 seconds ago, and I just got the secret. Really, game? Are you seriously waiting for me to end off recording? Whatever, everybody. I'll see you next time.